Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jerome again. It's going to go outside, I swear it's so gloomy. It's horrible, rainy, gloomy. I had to go outside, do my I've got 10,000 steps to do. I've only done 5,000 so far, so I've got to do another round later in the evening, so I'm a wee bit scared about that. Don't mind the headwear. I just got in, the heating wasn't on, so it's a wee bit chilly in here, and this is just going to keep my head nice and warm, because obviously I'm bald and I don't have any hair to protect my head, so yeah, shudder. Anyway, this video is Scottish for Eejits. So basically it is, a couple of my friends have asked me to teach them some Scottish words. So I'm going to do a couple of these little snippets with certain words that Scottish people tend to use a lot, and I mean a lot. So you'll get used to it, and if you understand these words, it will help you when you're here, because people will have conversations and they will use these words and you will have no idea what they're talking about. So here we go. Word number 1, aye. Aye simply means yes in Scottish. So if someone says to you, aye, it means yes. So here's a wee phrase or a wee example. Someone says to you, aye mate, no bother. It means, yes my friend, no problem. But if they say it in a different way, if they use a bit more tone in it, they say something like, aye mate, no bother. That means, yes mate, whatever. That's not a good way, that's a bad way. You've just got to listen for the tonality, because there's a difference in the way that people say things. Word number 2, bairn. Bairn or Wayne. We'll go with bairn though. So bairn means child in Scottish. So when somebody says to you, oh, you're just a wee bairn, it just means you're just a little child. So you'll hear that quite often, but it's mainly spoken by older generation. Some younger people do say it, but it's very uncommon. We usually say Wayne. Wayne is just the same thing, but bairn is a more traditional Scottish way of saying child. So word number 3 is blootered. Blootered basically means drunk, like almost beyond, you're gone, you're obliterated basically, you're done. And if you want to use it in an example, it's say, oh, I'm going to get absolutely blootered tonight. That basically means that I'm going to get so drunk tonight, really, I'm just going to get practically going to be wasted. So it's going to be a night to remember, but maybe not for you. Number 4 is boggin. Boggin is also a really nice word for me. I like to say it quite a lot, to be honest. That's pure boggin, by the way. It can mean many things, but boggin tend to mean dirty, you know, disgusting, mainly disgusting, boggin. So you say, that's boggin, that's pure boggin. It means like, that is really disgusting. Or will you stop that? It's boggin. Like, please stop that. It's disgusting. Coming in at number 5, everybody knows this one. Everybody knows this one. Almost everybody knows this one. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Not many people know this one. Bonnie. Bonnie means beautiful in Scotland. If you see somebody, like a girl, you say, oh, she's a bonnie lass. That means that she's a beautiful girl, you know. It's not said so often as it used to, but it's still said when you're in the east or further up north. They'll say this quite often, sometimes down towards Ayr and Kilmarnock and things like that. They'll also use that word sometimes, but it is a word that is used in Scotland, and you will hear it often, and now you'll know it's not just somebody's name. It actually means that somebody's actually beautiful. So when you say to somebody, "You bonny wee lass," it means that you're a beautiful girl. Number 6, boke. Boke is one of my favourite words, to be honest. Boke means that you're going to be sick, you're disgusted, it's going to make you throw up basically. So if somebody's doing something, an example, and you say, oh, please don't do that, you're going to make me boke, it just means like, stop doing that or I'm going to be sick. So yeah, boke is very commonly used in Scotland. It's used quite a lot, to be honest, especially when something really stinks and you're like, oh my god, I'm going to boke. Coming in at number 7, crabbit. Crabbit, I don't use it so often, but you'll hear it a few times. People always say, oh, she's pure crabbit. Oh, she's so annoying. I don't know why she's so crabby today. Or he's so crabby today. I can't say it's just women. Men are crabby as well. We get, as older we get, the grumpier we get. I would say anything that aggravates us, anything annoys us and antagonises us, doesn't matter what it is. It could be something so small, then we go on a wee rant, start complaining about stuff. We're like that. Crabbit essentially means moody and grumpy. So, for example, here's a little example. Why is she so crabbit today? It just means, why is she so grumpy today? So if you hear crabbit, it means grumpy. 8 is Eejit. Eejit is another word to say idiot. That's it. You're basically calling somebody an idiot. Say, oh, stop being an idiot. That's probably a good terminology for a boy's a pure idiot. It just means that that boy is a pure idiot. Plain and simple. You know, Eejit is definitely a Scottish word. I was going to go with a few other ones, but Eejit was the one that stood out the most, and I thought that, yeah, we'll throw that one in there first. So yeah, we'll go with Eejit. But there is quite a lot of ways that somebody can call you an idiot in Scottish, and you'll probably sit there nodding your head like, yeah, it sounds like a good thing, but it's not. So if somebody calls you an idiot, they're not being nice to you. They're basically telling you you're an idiot. So yeah, be cautious of that one. 9 is greeting. It doesn't mean when somebody comes to your house you say, hi, nice to meet you. No, greeting means in Scottish the same thing, but also crying. So if someone is greeting, it means they're crying. So an example it would be, what are you greeting for? It means, what are you crying for? You're going to stop greeting. That means, do you want to stop crying? It sounds weird, you know, telling somebody not to greet somebody. It sounds a bit crazy, but it actually doesn't mean you're not going to welcome somebody. It just means stop crying, basically. So we say greet. So stop greeting. Greeting is crying in Scottish. So you'll hear that quite a lot, or no matter where you go in Scotland, a lot of people say greeting. Some people say crying. And here's my absolute favourite, number 10. I love this word so much, and a lot of people probably don't, but I do. I think it's amazing. Hoachin. Hoachin is the best word ever, I swear. I just can't express it enough. This word is my favourite Scottish word. Hoachin. Hoachin simply means busy. So for example, if you go to a pub and you're sitting down with all your mates, and then somebody says, do you want to go to a bar? And you look at it, you go, I can't go, mate, it's Hoachin. It just means I'm not going to go. It's too busy up there. So Hoachin is my favourite Scottish word. Not everybody likes it. It's not for everybody, but yeah, Hoachin is definitely number 1 for me. I put it in number 10, but it's number 1. And there's many other words. I can go through more of them in the future. We'll do kind of like just an occasional thing where I'll throw in one of these little videos with more Scottish words if people make a request for it. The other word that I was looking for that is said a lot in Scotland, and it will confuse anybody who comes here, so be cautious. I'm deadly serious, it will confuse you, is Scottish people tend not to say why. We don't. We say how. So, so when somebody says, how do you do that? That's basically a full sentence asking somebody how you do something, right? But when Scottish people say how, it means why. So if somebody says to you, stop doing that. How? Saying why? Why should I stop? It will confuse you, but it's said quite often in Scotland that people do say how more than they say why. So yeah, you'll look out for that one as well. But thank you guys for watching the video. I hope it was interesting for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm not going to ask anybody to subscribe to my videos, because at the end of the day, it's your time. You can do what you want with it. And if you want to subscribe, you know what to do. I mean, I'm not going to here to tell you what you should do. Okay, thank you again. It's been a pleasure. And you put up with me. And I'm proud of you for doing that. Peace out, and catch you later.